inside of State Farm Stadium. The Cardinals listening for the sound of their signature big red siren, which signals an air raid and brings them out to a sea of red here in Glendale. Coming up, we have a good one for you between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Arizona Cardinals. Chad Ryland will have the honor of getting us started. And here we go at State Farm Stadium. Bayshul Tootin now on the return. And he's brought down just inside the 25. So here are the Jaguars taking over for the first time on offense. They're brought out by the fifth-year man out of Clemson. Hard to believe it's year 5, isn't it, Brock? Former #1 overall pick, Trevor Lawrence.
Promise and the potential, well, they've been with Lawrence his whole football life. From high school at Georgia to stardom at Clemson and even a playoff run in Jacksonville. It's just consistency. Week in and week out that'll be the next step for Trevor in his career.
So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Lawrence going to throw straight away here. And he nearly gave it away to start this game. Almost an interception, but instead, a gift. They get it back for 2nd down.
I think if you look up in phase in the defensive encyclopedia, that is a picture-perfect form of it. He was all over him in coverage, really forcing the incompletion.
Lawrence again here, 2nd and 10. Completed over the middle. He's taken down, but not before he gets this one to the 41. The big play nets him 17 yards. And the Jaguars have a 1st down.
That's a statement throw right there. A statement throw that lets the opposing defense know it's not just going to be check down Charlie today. They're going to be willing to push the ball down the field, and this defense better respond.
Here's Travis Etienne on the ground. And his progress is soft, but a nice 5-yard gain before it was.
That's a run that you'll take the result in the NFL every time. A nice play, a solid game, but it's also a run that you know, and you may come back to, because if you were that close to breaking off an explosive one, you really break the backs of a defense.
On 2nd down, it's Etienne. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. Big gain, 14 on the play. And that's good for a Jacksonville 1st down.
I call that a table setter right there. Table setter for yourself as a team in that huddle, gaining confidence on the ground, and you know that's going to set the table for some great play action pass to come.
Looking right, and he finds him. They get to him after a small pickup to the 35. That play made by Will Johnson.
Sometimes when you're just looking to move it forward, get some small yards on the throw, quarterback's best friend, security blanket. And when it's a big old tight end, that's an extra bonus.
2nd and 6 coming up here. Out of the gun, Lawrence. That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Tough one to retain through that hit. And that takes them to 3rd down.
I love that. No, I love that defensively right there. It's about the only thing you could do to the tight ends at this level. You have got to disrupt them. You have got to match their physicality with even more physicality, and it forced an incompletion.
Throwing is Lawrence on 3rd down. Just got it away before the hit, but it doesn't matter. It's incomplete. 4th down coming up.
Okay, you know I talk to you all the time about these money downs and 3rd downs and the plan you got to have. It's kind of like a manufacturing plant. You've got to manufacture open looks, and that time the plant was closed.
Facing 4th down, the Jags electing to send out Cam Little for this field goal try. From the right hash, 52 yards out.
I'm going to call that one a little tester, Kate. Kind of like a 5 to 8 foot putt. You really hope to make all of them, but you know, over the course of the season, you won't. In that case, it went right through.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. On the return, here comes Imari DiMercato. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line. So here come the Cardinals now as they get set for their opening drive. And bringing them out in his 10th season now. A veteran who minimizes turnovers better than almost anyone here in the NFL, Jacoby Brissett.
Jacoby Brissett has seen some adversity in this league. Occasional starting opportunities as well. And he's hung around because he knows how to take care of the football. He can still throw it deep with the best of them, but he's the type of guy you just trust. You trust that he can come in, that he can manage the offense, and he can win a game if needed.
And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You could throw beyond the sticks. Really create some indecision now defensively.
First down run, nabs him 5, now 2nd and 5. Operating from the gun, Brissett. Took off with it again. And Brissett gets himself to the ground smartly with enough on the run for a first down.
It's a gain of 8. That's good for the Cardinals. First and 10.
You know, Kate, back in the day, we had a slip and slide at practice for moments just like that. Actually practicing how to slide and get out of harm's way. Nice gain on the play and denied that defense yet another chance to take a shot on it.
And he's going to be brought down in enemy territory now at the 46. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
That's just not the guy defensively you ever want the open field. Frankly, with the amount of space he had at one point, they're lucky to have limited to the gain they did.
1st and 10 now from the 46. Off the play fake, Brissett. His throw finds Marvin Harrison Jr. And he's taken down at the 30. He gets 16 yards on that play. And it's going to give the Cardinals a first down.
That's another Cardinals first down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
I may love watching a great thrower, but I love watching a well-done route too, Kate. Make that guy think you're trying to stack him only to drop your hips and cut right inside. Some good work to help reset those chains.
Solid gain on that play, Brock. That's 5 yards. It's going to be 2nd down.
You gain that kind of yardage in the run game, and you're going to gain the trust of your offensive coordinator. Plays like that, runs like that, set the table for everything else in the playbook.
Run picks up 6, so that means it's 2nd and 4. It's Knight on the carry. Tackle made at the 10. 1st and goal coming up.
It's a gain of 14 yards.
That right there, that will make the coaches happy. He didn't just get the first down, but got a healthy chunk of bonus yards afterwards.
At the 10-yard line.
And keep this drive moving, partner. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now. Gets it to him on the screen. And he maybe got back to the line there, but no further.
It may not look like much on the stat sheet, but this is kind of good on good. An offense gets a completion, not going backwards, and the defense, well, they rallied, they pursued, and kept that screen to a minimal gain.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, Brissett.
Jacoby Brissett on the scramble. That's a gain of 7. Makes it 3rd and 2.
Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through 1 quarter. Just 3-0 is our score. We'll return to State Farm Stadium in just a moment. All right, 2 yards to go here on third down on what will be the 9th play of this impressive drive. Here he is on 3rd and short. He's got it. And in for the Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals finish off their opening drive. Trey McBride, the touchdown. All right, so we're already into the second quarter block, but that was just their opening drive of this football game. Fortunately, they did get a touchdown out of it.
Yep, and if opportunities with the ball are going to be as infrequent as they've been to start this game, you got to make each and one of those chances count. In that area, they are perfect 1-for-1.
On is Chad Ryland for the point after. Pressure gets there, right side, it's blocked! And they'll snuff out that return before it gets too far, so just a blocked extra point on the play.
How many times do we get to the end of the game and we look back and go, geez, we never knew what was the defining play. Hey, listen, that was just 1 point. It seems small now, but more than likely in the end, that block and that single point could loom very, very large.
Well, good news here. This is one kick that can't be blocked as he sends this away. LaQuint Allen to return this. The coverage team gets him down at the 26-yard line. Second drive coming up for the Jacksonville offense. And their last drive did end in points. Not as many as they wanted, though. They had to settle for that field goal despite advancing the football pretty well. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. 1st and 10. They'll start this series with an option left. Lawrence goes into a slide before that hit can arrive with enough for a first down.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know it set the table for more.
What a jolt to start that drive. They're up near the 45-yard line. Here's ETN on 1st down. And I don't think he got beyond the line there. Yep, no gain on the play. It's going to be 2nd down. Now after the run, we see he's visibly shaken up. Team medical staffers headed over to take a look. First down run netted him nothing. Here is 2nd and 10. From the shotgun, Lawrence. Throwing the out route complete. And they make the tackle at the 38. A 19-yard pickup, and that's going to move the chains.
And the Jaguars, first down. 1st and 10 at the 38.
It was such a privilege for me to watch Marvin Harrison and Reggie Wayne in person in Indianapolis do their work. Darrell Jackson out in Seattle, they showed how great a deep out is as a chain-moving play. It's all about getting that leverage at the top of the route and then exploiting the leverage as that ball arrives on time downfield.
Pass brought in by Parker Washington. And he's going to be stopped, but not before he gets it down to the 14. Give him 24 yards on that one. And the Jaguars have a first down.
From a great throw to a nice route catch to moving the chains. There wasn't a whole lot not to like about that amazing play.
Coming to the line, this is 1st and 10. Working inside the red zone. Brought in. And that play is brought to a halt, they're going to say, at the 5-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That completion right there, right in the window where all options are now available to you on 2nd down. That playbook wide open.
Just a yard left to go on 2nd down. First carry now, this is Bashal Tutin. How about this? He can't even get past the line of scrimmage. No challenge for the end zone here.
No
Hey, as much as I love talking about these physical matchups, right now this is psychological. This adds some layers to this third down call. Do you try your hand at another run and hope it fares better? Tougher to go back to it again when it just gets stuffed.
Lawrence here running the sneak. And he is well clear of that marker. That effort's going to set them up with a first and goal.
It's a gain of a yard. That's good for a Jaguars first down. First and goal.
Kate, is there a simpler play in football that's come to life more than the QB sneak? We see all different varieties now, but it has become so darn effective. And we got a tough QB that wants to put it on his shoulders.
Across the line, into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Jacksonville. The Jaguars take a second quarter lead.
Jacksonville.
No hesitation on that throw. He got the guy he wanted right away, and he got it to him for the touchdown.
You know, it's great, Kate, to draw up plays that have all sorts of different options, but it's even better when you don't have to get to your second read. His first broke open just like they planned, and that's 6 in the end.
Cam Little to try the extra point. The point after splits the upright. And the Jaguars take a 4-point lead.
6.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Here's Greg Dortch with the return. Escapes a defender. And this drive will start inside the 25. Now we get set to see the Cardinal offense for the second time. Their last drive contained a heavy dose of the ground game, a little old-school dominance on the way to a touchdown, Brock. Let's see if they stick with it or if they go aerial this time around. All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. Shotgun now for Brissett. Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And after one play, this drive might already be in trouble. That's going to push them back for second down.
When they were in their defensive meetings this week, that's exactly how you draw it up. Play sound zone defense. Give that quarterback nowhere to go and let that pass rush get home.
After the sack, let's see what the offense does here. 2nd and 18 coming up. Going play action here. Brissett. They're on him again, and he goes down again. And the back-to-back sacks. Nice work by the defense there. Sets him up with a third down.
Knowing how our wonderful EA Sports team and director does his job, we're going to see a replay real quick here, Kate, and I want to see that moment of truth, that panic in the QB's eyes. You run that bootleg, you're out there alone, you got to make something happen, or you could take a risk like that, a huge sack for this defense.
Defense with an excellent opportunity at a stop here on third down. And the play clock expires. This is going to cost them half the distance.
Delay of game, offense.
Man in motion wasn't set in time. Just couldn't get a snap away before the play clock expired.
Still third down.
Well, that delay game certainly doesn't help things. It's third and even longer now. They'll run here following the penalty. He wants to, but he's not going to be able to continue the run. Got him 6, but they stopped him short. It's 4th down now.
A gain of 6 yards. It's 4th down.
Clock is ticked down. We've reached our 2-minute warning. More from State Farm Stadium after this. It's Matt Hawk who's headed out there to punt on 4th down. And he's in a real tough spot for his first kick. And he gets it away from his end zone. Jukes away from one. And he gets his guys a few yards before they bring him down on the return. The Jaguars and Trevor Lawrence set to take over on offense once again. They seem likely to carry the lead into the locker room, but some points here to end the half could make things even more comfortable. Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. First and 10. It's Lawrence. Man downfield, and Myers has it. He's got his guys into the red zone before someone can force him out. He picks up 28 on the play. And that's good for a Jacksonville first down.
You know, it sure seems like he knew exactly where he was going with that before the snap. That's a pre-snap decision that led to a post-snap first down.
Lawrence with it on first. That's incomplete left side.
It just kind of feels like they've met their match with this defense. So many plays, they just not ended the way they were drawn up. Fortunately, well, their defense is doing the same. You really feel like which offense can get into rhythm is going to find a way to win this game.
Second down, still 10 to go after that incomplete pass. They've got a man in motion. Second and 10. Here's Lawrence. Nothing there left side as it ends up incomplete. No luck finding his receiver that time. So now it's going to be 3rd and long.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
No connection on the last play, and now it's 3rd down. Back to the air, Lawrence. Past the line, he's going to run for it. And he will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. The Jaguars grow their lead just before halftime. Trevor Lawrence with the touchdown.
Hey, Kate, that play, I don't think it started out as a touchdown run. I think he was thinking first down, but all of a sudden, well, a little bit of space opened up, those afterburners kicked in, and he made himself and his team a phenomenal play.
On is Little for the extra point. Right down the middle, it's good. And the Jaguars drive their lead to 11.
17, Cardinals 6.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. DeMercado bringing it back. He's stopped on the run back at the 27. The Arizona offense ready to get things going again. Their last drive didn't make it very far before they had to punt it away, partner, so hopefully this one has some better legs to it.
Boy, 'cause I got all the hits, boy. All that Drake, you gotta chill. I be on my little mouse drill. All that rap to pay your bills. Yeah, I'm on some rappers pay my bills. All up on TV, I thought it made me richer. Wasn't paying me enough.
Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10. Here's a game to DeMercado. And the drive starts out small, just 1 yard on that play.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run, not a lot of help, Brock. 9 to go now on 2nd down. Off the play fake, he'll throw. Caught, nice gain left side. And he has it right near midfield here. It's like about a yard short. The Cardinals decided to use the first of their 3 timeouts. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
You know I love those chunk completions. They're so critical. Those chunk plays, they lead statistically so often to scoring. And then when you get it to a tight end and play action, it's just a little icing on the cake.
A run here. This is DeMarcado. And he takes it across midfield and into Jaguars territory. It's a 4-yard pickup, and that's going to bring up 2nd and 6.
You know, these are the kind of runs, Kate, that a balanced game plan and a balanced offense is built on. It gets you good yardage, it sets up your play action, and it keeps that defense honest.
Throwing from the gun. An all-around tough play for him. He took a shot on the release, and it definitely affected the throw. It's incomplete. Well, he'd been perfect to that point on the drive, Brock. First time we've seen this coverage force him into a misstep in a while.
I know you hear me talk all the time, Kate, about the rhythm of an offense, right?
Yeah.
And I look at it through those optics so much, but it's the same thing defensively. You've got to get a stop, see the ball hit the ground to knock them out of that rhythm.
Into a crowd, and a defender comes up with it. Devin Lloyd making the play. And the Jaguars get the football on the first turnover of the contest. He was trying to fit it into a window in the zone coverage, but by the time he let it go, boy, Brock, that lane had closed, and someone was there to make a play on it.
What you're trying to do in zone coverage defensively is make that quarterback see a window that isn't actually there. And as soon as he takes the bait and sends it over the middle, well, you got 1, 2, 3 defenders all there in range to go pick it off.
The Jaguars going on offense one final time in the opening half. And it looks likely they'll carry a 2-score advantage into that locker room. They'll begin this drive with barely over 25 seconds left. Throwing on first down, Lawrence. Throws off the rip, but it's incomplete. Looking for his wide receiver there. And now it's 2nd down.
Can't cover it much better than that. Really well covered, Kate, on that play. There just simply was not a window for him to sneak that throw in.
After the incompletion, 2nd and 10, still from the 30. Man in motion, headed right. Lawrence trying again on 2nd. That's with a quick hitter. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. The Jaguars are going to call their first timeout. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
Gosh, I really like this receiver on that drag route in particular. Why? Because he's a guy that creates after the catch. They don't close quickly. He could take it to the house.
So first down from the 41. Lawrence working from the gun. That one's complete, right side. And they'll take him down at the 43-yard line. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's 2nd. And they still have 1 in their pocket for what's left of this half.
Quarterbacks will look for their tight end short in just about any situation. They take away the deeper options. Well, there's their consistent source of positive yardage, the trusty tight end.
8 yards to go. Well, let's see how they approach this 2nd down. Throwing again. Here's Lawrence. Completes it to his back with Quint Allen. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Just 2 seconds left in the half as we get a timeout.
First down. A gain of 11 on the play. First down, Jaguars.
The charisma stick with a promise. The paper baby, my face on the dotted line. I've been flying out of town for some peace of mind. It's like
So here comes the kick team for what will be a very long attempt. This from the right hash and a considerable distance. Has the distance, but headed well left. No good. And the game stays at 11. So entering the locker rooms, got ourselves a 2-score game. It's time to hear from Scott Hansen. He's got our EA Sports halftime report.
All right, Kate, thanks very much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the third quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Kate Scott and Brock Hewer.
Thanks so much, Scott. Appreciate the update as always. And welcome back, everyone. Third quarter about to get underway. Got a 2-score ball game here as we resume play. All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. DeMercado bringing it back. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line. Arizona has the football first to start the third, and here comes its offense. And some opening drive points would be invaluable, Brock, trailing by 2 scores as they leave that locker room. First call here coming from the shotgun. Here's DeMercado. Cuts it to the right sideline. And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. This one goes for an even 25 yards. And it's good enough for an Arizona first down.
You know, it is so refreshing for these running backs when they have space to run. It's hard. There's so many collisions between the tackles. When they get on the edge and have green grass, well, the best of them take advantage of it.
First down, and they go right back to him. And he'll cross the 50 and start pushing onto the opposing side of the field. Minute 6 on the play, bringing up 2nd and 4.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets them just as many yards as a short completion would have.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. DeMercado on the carry. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain. So, Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet. But if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Now Brissett's on 3rd and short. Completed to his running back. And he won't be able to take it all the way. Got close, though. Out of bounds just shy of that 10-yard line. How about a big hitter? 30, 40 yards there and a new set of downs.
I think one of my favorite adjectives, I don't know why, it just sounds good off the lips, is shred. Shredding paper. Shredding the slopes. Or a dude shredding a defense just like that.
On first down, it's Brissett. Caught out wide. Touchdown, Arizona. The Cardinals cut into the lead coming out of halftime. All right, so the offense does its job, Brock. Now they need their defense to give them a chance to overcome that big deficit.
The momentum in the building's clearly changed. We can feel it here in the booth, but you're right. It's now up to the defense to make a stop and give them a chance.
Jonathan Gannon getting his offense ready. They're going for 2.
The Cardinals will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try it on the ground. Ooh, and he can't shake the defense. They track him down in the backfield, and this 2-point attempt fails. Well, I know we normally look for where the breakdown occurred here, partner, but I think he just made a really good play defensively to get back there.
Yeah, you're not just thinking. He absolutely did it. That defender was reacting. Go shoot your shot. And that is teaching tape for that.
So after making this a 5-point ball game, they kick it off. Tootin now on the return. Things going well so far. And he showed some nice bursts on that run back, didn't he? Getting them all the way out to their own 40. The Jacksonville offense back on the field now. That lead already smaller than it was at the break, Brock, and they're going to face a little pressure now on this opening series. First and 10 coming up. Jaguars ready to take advantage of some good field position they've got here. Lawrence throwing here. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. It arrived as the ball did to break things up. So it'll be second down. You go middle of the field against zone coverage, Brock. You know this firsthand. You are throwing into rush hour, and there aren't a lot of easy completions to be found in that part of the field.
Yeah, and a lot of those throws, Kate, you're signing your guy up to take some sort of hit. It's on you to protect your guys.
Pocket isn't holding up. They're able to drop it. And that pushes them back. Third down coming up.
It's looking like a dreaded 3-and-out offensively, but listen, if you can't keep your quarterback clean and upright, you're going to need some magic, big-time magic, to convert on this 3rd and long.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on 3rd down. 3rd and long for him here. Catch is made down the right sideline. And he gets him something back on that return. They're up in the neighborhood of midfield.
You can earn your money in the NFL in all sorts of different ways, but defensively, in a league where you're just not hitting as much in training camp, you're not tackling as much as they got to in the old days, when you can make a play in the open field, keep them short like that, I promise you some money will follow.
Ooh, it's away, but he knows he mishit that one. Headed for the sideline. And this will fly out of bounds to deny a return. They're going to mark it a little before the 20. The Cardinals and Amari DiMercato to take over once more. And they sure surprised us, going for 2 in that spot on their last drive. Not sure we're going to see that call come out here again. The Arizona offense looks ready to go. Here's 1st and 10. Now we'll run with DiMercato. It is charged towards the line. That's right around 3 yards.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now 2nd down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3-and-out.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, Brissett. Short pass brought in. And he's going to be brought down after a gain of 5, right up next to that line to gain.
Well, he saw his guys pick up the blitz. Well, he felt them pick it up anyway if he wasn't looking at him. But with their effort on his behalf, I think this QB felt owed to them and the group up front to find somebody to get a completion, so that effort up front wasn't in vain.
Here's the give on 3rd and short. And what a play. They never gave him a shot to get that single yard. He's going to lose some yardage. 4th down coming up.
It's after plays like these, Kate, I love to study the body language. What is that offense doing after getting stuffed inside on a run like that? And more importantly, how much does it energize that defense?
The Cardinals out for the punt. Matt Hawk will kick it away. And he collects the fair catch just inside the 35. Now the Jaguars getting set to go. They were only on the field for 3 plays their prior series, Brock. Let's see what changes they make to take over here. So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Lawrence now off the play action. He's trying to push the field. And they can't connect on the deep look. Still a couple of snaps to play with, though, here. We've got 2nd down.
Man, with how hard it is, Kate, to get these plays down the field, can't let the coverage off the hook with a drop. Just can't happen. You're going to see it right here. He saw the open space ahead of him and started running before he ever brought the ball fully in.
2nd down, give to Newton. Defender gets to him right around the line. It's going to be marked as no gain, so Brock, that means 3rd down coming up.
These linebackers of today, they are so quick. They're so twitchy. You don't get a body on them in a hurry, they're going to stick you right at the line of scrimmage.
3rd down, and they need to get 10. Here he goes, 3rd and long. Throw right side, caught by Thomas. Decent gain here, but short of the first.
You know, I like the completion. You never turn down a completion. That's just not the right throw to make in that spot to move the chains.
Jacksonville in punt formation. Logan Cook, the one to kick it away. And this one never had a shot. It's well over the goal line and the end zone entirely, and that'll be a touchback. Cardinals into formation. It's 1st and 10. Here's the handoff. Nearly starts the drive with a 1st down run. Stopped a yard short, gain of 9.
10 yards on the pickup. In 2nd.
This is the end of the 3rd quarter. It's Cardinals ball, and they could use a score. They come into the 4th trailing. Less than a ruler needed here on 2nd down. Motioning one of the tight ends. Left side into the hands of McBride. And they hit big there on that 2nd down. Let's see if this play holds up or not, though. We've got a penalty flagged out. A game they were pretty happy with goes away via the penalty. And now we're going to wait to see how they respond.
2nd down.
Offense to the line for 2nd down. Running it after the penalty. And just before he reaches the marker, he's hit and stopped. They got him at the 29.
You know, Kate, it's plays like that. It's just kind of the meat and potatoes. Not going to make any highlight reel, but just the positive, efficient plays on the ground. You need to keep plays and drives alive.
3rd and a lone yard coming up. They sneak it with Brissett. And they're going to bring him down just beyond the 30 at the 31. Just a single yard, but that's going to be enough to move the chains.
Everybody understood the assignment right there. For one guy, the quarterback, get the snap and make the marker. For the other 10, drive like mad, push like crazy, and create that space for the 1st.
Out of the gun, they'll give it to him inside. And this will be stopped after a nice 6-yard pickup there on 1st down.
Well, that doesn't net a 1st down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Brings up 2nd and 3.
7 yards on that last play, so this is 2nd and 3. Back to the well again. And the stop is made as he drives this to the opposing 43. They get 19 on that pickup. And it's going to give the Cardinals a 1st down.
Danger, Kate. Danger, I say. You get this guy in the open field, and he is dangerous to take it to the house.
1st and 10 from the 43. Operating from the gun, Brissett. Completed over the middle. And he takes it just inside the 40, down to the 39.
Well, that's a modest little drag route, but if you ever just need a safe, short gain on the throw, that's a go-to route to target.
5 still to go here. This is second down. Now a give on the counter. No luck there. Ran that one right into traffic and went nowhere as a result. It's going to be third down. Now after battling on that run, we see one of their linemen appears to be injured and in need of some attention. Nice drive here. It's up to 8 plays as they get set for 3rd and 6. Throw here, 3rd down. It's caught by Wilson. And he gets down to the 24 before he stopped. That play gains 15, and it moves the sticks.
Move the chains! Gotta move them chains! Build momentum and keep that defense on its heels.
So a new set of downs. Here we go, 1st and 10. Here's the lone back on the handoff. And this is going to get them all the way into the red zone. He's taken down at the 13-yard line. That's an 11-yard pickup, and it gives them the 1st down.
Kate, don't think for a second this is time you step off the gas. You can feel this defense, right? They're on their heels. And now's the best chance to go push the envelope and get aggressive.
Brissett with it on 1st. He brings it in. And he's tackled after gaining a handful.
You know what I love to say? You never go broke taking a profit, and you often gain profits when you use your eyes as a quarterback. Those hitch routes, those underneath throws, oftentimes it's the eyes of the quarterback looking downfield and then taking that short completion.
Offensive line, this is 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, Brissett. Has it in close. And in for the Arizona touchdown. The Cardinals take a 4th quarter lead. So that, Brock, an important score here as they move out in front.
This is the time of the game where your legs just get a little bit tired. But that was a determined-looking drive right there. They were not going to be denied, and they're able to score and take the lead.
Extra point wouldn't do much for them, so they're going to go for 2 and try to make this a field goal game.
The Cardinals will line up for the 2-point.
All right, they're going to throw for it. And he's got a man. Complete. And he's into the end zone. Really smart call here in the 4th. Now a field goal would only tie this game. No dice the first time they tried it, but this time, Brock, the 2-point conversion is successful.
Just felt like they were waiting for the right opportunity to try it once again. Not only to make up for the first attempt, but establish a little confidence from this spot. And who knows, maybe we'll have a 2-pointer that plays a bigger role when this thing's all said and done.
All
set now for the kickoff. Ryland with the honors. Tootin now on the return. They'll have decent field position to begin with here, Brock. He's tackled just beyond that 30-yard line. Jacksonville heading out there on offense. And this pressure has been playing volleyball in this fourth quarter, partner. That touchdown just served it over their way. Now they need a touchdown to return serve, put it back on the other sideline.
Yeah, I like what you did there. And I'll keep the analogy going. We're in the final set, and it almost feels now like a must-score drive.
We've set it downs for them from the 31. Motioning Washington right. First down throw, Lawrence. Hits him on the out route. And on first down, only gets about a yard here. And the defender there to force him out.
There's no negatives ever on a grade sheet for a completion, but that's one of those situations. If you're going to take a risk and throw an out route, you'd sure like to see a little bit more yardage gained.
They'll come to the line here, 2nd and 9. Out of the gun, Lawrence finds him over the middle. This is close, but it looks like they got the stop in time. Yep, marked at the 40, and that brings up 3rd down. It's the 2-minute warning from Glendale. Jaguars trail by a field goal. 3rd down, 1 yard to go. He'll throw it. Trying to push deep downfield. So the coverage holds up on the deep ball. That's going to force 4th down.
I'll tell you what, Kate, challenging this guy in a close game, you are tempting fate. He got one hand on it. He gets 2. It could have gone the other way.
Down a score. They're going to go for this on 4th down. Desperation time here. Throw is caught by the back. And they are sent off the field. They had to go for it. Defense knew it was coming. That's a turnover on downs.
You know, these 4th down plays are all about trust. You lean into what you do best. Unfortunately, with the lack of execution, you're going to throw that one off the playlist.
The Cardinals offense making its way out. They run out still in possession of a 3-point lead thanks to the efforts of their defense, Brock, and now a chance to run out this clock.
And you do not want to put your defense back on the field in a tough position and needing another stand to end it. You take control of it. You make sure that defense is rested and celebrating, and hopefully you can pull out that victory formation.
So 1st down from the 41. They're going to pass it here. Harrison secures this left side. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line. The Jaguars are going to call their first timeout, as they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
Nice spot here for the offense. It's 2nd and 1. Out of the shotgun, they'll give it to him inside. And he has the Cardinal first down. This one's over. They can run out this win. A timeout taken by Jacksonville. It's 2nd. And they are quite frustrated having to call that after giving up the first. Bringing the offense up to the line. 1st and 10. Back-to-back carries here. And he gets a few on the plunge forward. Now a timeout called by the Jaguars. That's their 3rd. As they'll meet and decide what to do on this 2nd down.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. They give it to him again. And this play reaches the 12-yard line before the stop is made. Give him 8 on that one. And it's good enough for an Arizona first down.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable 3rd down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
Here's a design run. A kneel down here, and they can start to celebrate this win. So the Cardinals fight to a win here at home. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way down to the final whistle.
And Kay, this is one of the bigger adjustments a college player has to make to the NFL. In college, you get a lot of blowouts. The NFL, every game you get calloused because you know more often than not they'll be like this, a one-possession game. It's not about how you start. It's all about how you finish.
This has been another edition of the NFL on EA Sports. With all our crew here and my broadcast partner, Brock Heward, I'm Kate Scott. It's a win for the Cardinals as we say so long from Glendale.